Hello, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to another BEMER chat here. We're going to talk today a little bit about intensities versus programs. A lot of people have been a little confused, perhaps, when we see that. And so let's just start
Version,
this
iOS
presentation
version.
here. There we go. All right. When you turn on your BEMER, you're going to have this in the front. And what we find here, these four icons. Today, let's take a look at intensity and programs and what that is for you. Now, the intensity is like the volume of the BEMER signal. Okay, so you turn on your radio. What intensity do you like to listen to the music? At what volume do you like to listen to it? If you have it down low, well, hopefully you're in the same room where your radio is, or else you won't be able to hear it. But if you turn it up higher, well, you can go in the next room and the next room over. You see, the higher the intensity, the higher the volume, the more the sound travels, right? And then, two, what we might find is what volume do you like to listen to your music? It may depend on what do you want to do. Did you want to relax? Take a deep breath in and just relax. Well, a lot of times then you turn your music down low and it's just something that's going on in the background, something just to keep you nice and relaxed. If you want to exercise, let's say you want to go for a jog, you want to work out, you want to get on your bike and ride, well, then you may turn the volume up high in order to give you that little extra oomph in order to take care of that. So when we think about the intensity on the BEMER, it's the signal. It's really what the volume of the signal is going to be. Okay. Just like the volume of your music. Now, with the new Evo that came out just a couple of years ago, they simplified this whole idea about intensity. With the BEMER Pro that we had for 25 years, there were 10 different intensity levels. Intensity 1 was 3.5 microtesla, or intensity 10 was 35 microtesla. Now, that's a lot to know, a lot to try to figure out. And so, what they did here with the new Evo is they simplified it. We've got three intensities. You've got low, you've got medium, and you've got high. And we can see it in a different language here: low, medium, and high, right? Three different intensities. Now, as you begin any new regimen, it's always good to start low and slow. Now, why would that be? Well, let's say that in November we're going to run a 5K. That's a great goal to have. But if you haven't run before, you're not going to go out running 5K. You're going to, first of all, let's go for a walk and let's walk down to the mailbox. And why is that? Because you got to start low and slow. And so, especially with the BEMER, what we find is that it's increasing circulation through every nook and cranny. And in doing so, it's going to be like opening up closets, opening up drawers where you have stored toxins for how many years now? You don't want all those things opened at once, but you want to do it low, you want to do it slow. So you have just enough drawers open that those toxins are released, your kidneys take care of it, your liver takes care of it, it's out of your body. And then the next day you do it again, release a little bit more, and you just get rid of toxins over time. If you have it too high, you may open up too much at once, and oh man, you might feel like you got hit by a bus. No need to worry. Just drink some water, get a good night's sleep, and what you find is that slowly but surely, your liver, your kidneys, your organs continue to work on those toxins and now get them out of your body. So if you take a look in the manual that you get with the BEMER, they'll tell you with the new Evo, for the first 3 weeks that you have it, you run it on low, followed by the next 3 weeks, you're on medium. So then you might wonder, oh, what do I do on week 7? Well, on week 7, go back to low. And then after that, you're on medium. And now it's just up to you. You can do whatever. Every now and then spend a week on low, but mostly we stay on medium. And for those of you who have the older model, the low is intensity 3 and the medium is intensity 6. Now, usually we run this intensity or that first purple icon on either these full body applicators, and there's two that are now available. As you can see in the top here, we have the B bed How gorgeous is that? It lays right on your mattress. Put your mattress protector, your sheet over it. You don't even know it's there. Or the bee body, which we see in the bottom picture, and that can fold up like an accordion. You can take it anywhere. It could be on the couch, the reclining chair, take it with you on vacation, put it on your husband's side of the bed. So very, very nice. As you can see, you can run either of these full body applicators on an intensity, and it will be either low or medium. It's an 8-minute session. And a lot of times what we do is we just plug it into the A1 port. You got 2 ports, 2 places to put in applicators. So we do it there. So here is a picture of what intensity low looks like. As you can see, the one on the left, it goes all the way up to that first line that says low. So for the entire 8 minutes that you're on the bee bed here, it's going to be running on that intensity low. No deviation, 8 minutes on low. The medium, as you can see, goes all the way up to the medium line, which would be equal to like an intensity 6 on the older model. And again, 8 minutes on medium. Does not change. So for a summary, the basic plan in using the BEMER is you would lay on a full body applicator for the whole body systemically to be affected by this amazing signal to increase circulation through all the nooks and crannies. You would run it on intensity. As you can see, here is this first tile. Run it on either low or medium, and you'd use it for, it's just 8 minutes twice a day. So hopefully that explains the intensity part. Well, what about this second icon, the program? Well, they've got this a beautiful neon green. And with this, it's set, they have 3 preset programs, just like with the older models, P1, program 2, or P3, program 3. And each one will take you through various intensities during your session, which we'll take a look at. And a lot of times I like to use these with our targeted applicators. What do I mean by a targeted applicator? Well, we have this bee spot here. He's putting it right there above his elbow, right? And we have a bee pad, which he's wrapping around his neck down here. A lot of times I like to wear that more like a shawl, that it's going to be more along your shoulders, the upper back, and run it on a program that way. But really, there's no right or wrong way, because if you take a look at the picture we've got here in the top right-hand corner, he's got the bee spot on his knee, but can you see the box in the background? He's not running that on a program like we're talking about. He's got that on an intensity. He's got like intensity medium for the entire 8 minutes. Okay, so it's fine. There's no right or wrong. The important thing is just to use the BEMER on a regular basis. This bottom picture, we've got that bee pad. He's got it wrapped around his gut, whether it's around his gut, his liver, his spleen, his pancreas, his diaphragm, whatever it is. All of those internal, extremely important organs are going to be stimulated with this amazing signal. To give you a better look at that, when you hit that program, this is what will come up. As you can see, P1 is only 8 minutes long. P2 is 16 minutes long, and P3 is 20. And let's take a look at that here. So the program 1, and notice what we are saying here. See how in the first 2 minutes, it's going to go up here, right below the low line to like intensity 2 for 2 minutes. But on minute 3, it's going to pop here to this next line. See, it's going to go deeper into the body. And on number 6, here we are up here for the last 4 minutes, okay? Minutes 6, 7, and 8 will be up here. And so it's deeper yet. So what makes an intensity, what makes the program so interesting is that it changes the intensity as the session is going on. Our program 2 has intensity 2 for 4 minutes, then intensity 3 for 4 minutes, intensity 4 for 4 minutes, and then intensity 6 for 4 minutes, a total of 16 minutes. So you can always start off with a smaller applicator and run program 1. After a period of time, you can then go ahead and run program 2, especially if what you're trying to deal with is more painful today than it has been in the past. Maybe there's more swelling more today than before. Maybe you've got more time today than you did before. So there's a lot of different reasons why you might use one or the other. This, however, is program 3. Oh my goodness. It goes from intensity 6 to intensity 7, intensity 8, intensity 9, and intensity 10 over 20 minutes. This is a lot of signal getting into your body. And personally, I don't use this that often. Perhaps I might use it on my feet or around my ankles from time to time. And so it's a very strong program. Maybe if I was going to work out, I might put it around, do a leg workout day. I'd put it around my thighs or between my legs and run this before I work out. And so that's a lot there. Okay, so now for our summary. The first 2 icons. The first one is intensity. It runs for just 8 minutes. It's the same volume through your whole session. You enjoy 8 minutes for your full body application, a systemic therapy. Every little nook and cranny is going to have this amazing signal. The second icon is called a program, and that adjusts the intensity through the session. So it starts off low, and then it gets deeper and deeper and deeper yet. Kind of like when you go to get a massage. They'll start off light, then they go a little bit harder, and then finally right down to the joint. And a lot of times I run the program with a targeted problem area to improve the healing and recovery. But just remember, you want to start low, go slow. There's no right or wrong, but what's more important is a daily consistency compared to a particular setting that's set for a particular problem. A lot of times people say, well, how do I run this if I have, well, use your intensity on low and then put your B pad or B spot on the program and run it on either program 1 or program 2, depending on how much time you have. With this, we find that using the BEMER is extremely simple, that anyone can use it. Anyone from age, 9 to 90, right, and above can use the BEMER in their own home. And don't worry, you're not going to hurt yourself. You're not doing it wrong. Just make sure you have a glass of water here and there in order to keep things flowing. And we'll see how your body will recover when you give it just what it needs.